Ah. Hello. Okay, I'm Ozou'ne, Sundalyah. Most people call me Mr. O. And so I want to share with you a few tips. This is especially for beginners, okay? So this is on the premise that you have not played before and you're just learning. The keyboard or piano are all comprised of white keys and black keys. The white keys are the majority. I refer to them as the ocean, okay? And the black keys, they are like the land, okay? So that's like the land within the ocean or within the sea. So like how Jamaica is an island, and so the black keys are the islands in the seas. There's a song, Island in the Stream, okay? So these are islands in the streams of our white keys. When we look further at our black keys, we're going to see that a certain pattern emerges, a certain formation, okay? And that pattern is a grouping of two black keys by themselves, surrounded by two white keys on either side of the two black keys. So we have two black keys here, and they are separated from these three black keys. So these two black keys are separated from each grouping of black keys. So it's two black keys, then three black keys, two black keys, then three black keys, and that pattern continues for the entire length of the keyboard in either direction, okay? So whether it's going to be three first and then two, then three, then two, or two and then three, and then two and then three. But the point is the pattern remains the same. You'll never have two black keys and then two black keys, or three black keys and then three black keys. It's always two and then three, two and then three, two and then three. So that's the pattern. And in all, we refer to them as the pentatonic keys, five, penta meaning five, okay? So the two black keys plus three black keys gives you five black keys. And we have seven white keys, but we're not going to get into that just yet. My primary objective is to get you to understand and see the significance of the black keys, because the black keys are the ones that actually enables us to be able to identify and find all the notes on the white keys, and that's how we get to know where to find them because of the position of the black keys. That's one of the reasons why blind people are able to play, because they can use their sense of touch, their tactile senses, to find out where everything is. The whole entire outlay of the keyboard is built on that premise. If we didn't have any black keys and it was just white keys alone, where would we find the notes? How would we find the notes? The only system is we would literally have to name them, because everything would look the same. It would be, quite confusing as far as I'm concerned. But because of the black keys, the presence of the two black keys and the three black keys, then we're able to know exactly where each white key is positioned in relation to the black keys. So just like, how we have both sections of the eyes, we have the black portion and the white portion. We see through the black portion, not the white portion. You know what I mean? So the black portion is within the white portion, which, I'm not going to get into biology, we all, those of us who study, plus, I'm doing this for beginners and especially for kids. All right, so two black keys right here. Our fingers are named number 1, number 2, on both hands, right hand and left hand. So number 1, the thumb. Number 2, the index finger on both right hand and left hand. Number 3, on both right hand and left hand, which is the middle finger. Number 4, the ring finger on both right hand and left hand. and number 5, the pinky finger on both right hand and left hand. Once we know that, it's important not to forget that. Once we can remember that, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, then we will basically be on our way en route to applying those fingers onto the black keys. Now, the very first thing to note is that for the 2 black keys, once you've identified them, a great idea in practice is to always play them simultaneously, meaning play them together at the same time, and also play them separately, okay, consecutively. So I'll give you an example. That would be 1. I'm using my right hand fingers number 2 and 3 to play the 2 black key group, okay? All the 2 black key group. So that means you have to identify them. Look, this is 2. There's 2 white keys. That separates the 2 black keys from the 3 black keys all the time, okay? And I want you to make note, okay? Take note that 2 fingers, my fingers are fairly big, okay, can easily somewhat go in between where the 2 white keys are on the keyboard or piano, okay? However, if you try to put your 2 fingers in between the closer groups, whether it's going to be the cluster or the grouping of the 2 black key in the middle, in between here, it's not going to work. Maybe probably a little kid, and even then I've tried it, and the little kids, they kind of, in order for it to go in comfortably, you have to stack 1 finger upon the other in order for it to go in, okay? So that's very important, and if you understand that, then you can't make a mistake in not identifying where all the keys are, okay? So, see? So here, this is where the 3 black key group is. I'm hoping that you can see it. You should be able to. I positioned my camera quite well, since my cameraman is basically me. So I don't have somebody to move around and zoom in, unfortunately, but it's okay. You should get the gist of what I'm trying to do. And so here we've got, so let me move those other fingers out of the way. It's a 2, second and third finger, 2 and 3, which is the index finger and the middle finger of the right hand that I'm doing right now. Right now, they're beside each other and they're able to go where the 2 white keys are. And those 2 white keys, they don't have a black key in between them. And so these 2 white keys separates the 3 black keys from the 2 black keys. And when we go over to the right side of the 2 black keys, the same thing occurs. We've got 2 white keys. See, my 2 fingers are beside each other so they can basically go in fairly comfortably. It's a little tight because my hands are bigger, of course, but for little kids it would be comfortable for you to go in there, in between. But where the 2 black keys are, which is together, right, it's gonna be a lot more difficult. Chances are you've got to stack 1 finger on top of the other either way in order for it to go in comfortably, okay? So now that we've got that out of the way and we understand that, 2 black keys, okay, 2 black keys, you play all of them. The left hand, it's the same thing, fingers number 3 and 2, because the left hand mirrors the right hand, okay? It's the opposite. When you do this, if you notice what's happening, this is like a mirror, okay? So that's what's going on, see? So if I stack them on top, this is going to be my index finger, which is finger number 2, right here, finger number 3. You see what I mean? Okay? Finger number 3, finger number 2 in my left hand. So to play the 2 black keys, we'll use finger number 3 and finger number 2, finger number 3, 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 finger number 2, finger number 3. And all the way up and all the way down your keyboard. Some keyboards are a little smaller than some are 5 octaves, more on octaves at another point in time. Octave, the prefix OCT simply means 8, okay, so octagon, octopus, You know, octagon is an 8-sided figure. Octopus is an 8-legged sea creature. Okay, and October, go figure. I won't even don't get me started on that. Okay, November, NOV, prefix 9, DEC, prefix 10, December, decade, etc. All right, getting back, I won't digress anymore. All right, so 2 black keys, the same principle, 3 black keys. In the right hand, it's finger number 2, finger number 3, finger number 4 goes on the 3 black keys, like this. Okay, left hand, it's the opposite, 4, 3, and 2. Okay, when you play the piano, you want to, the correct position is to, first of all, think, or get a ball if you don't have one. If you can't imagine, get a ball, a nice ball, hold it in the palm of your hands, and after you've held it, right, don't squeeze it, just hold it nicely, then turn over your hand like this, and that's the correct way basically to play the piano. And then you lift each finger and you try to maintain that nice position. You lift the thumb, lift the finger, and so forth. It takes practice, okay? So 2 black keys, I'm going to play it with the right hand first, simultaneously, 2 notes at a time at the same time. You want to play all of them, as many as you have on your keyboard, on your piano, okay? Okay, I'm going to switch to my left hand because I can't be bothered to contort my body and bend just to get down there. But I mean, I could, you know, just turn, a slight turn, okay? But it's hardly likely that you're going to be playing down there until you get to like an expert level, advanced level. So, you know, like cross hands and so forth. Okay, left hand, same principle. Starting with my left hand all the way down the bottom. Okay, I'm making sure that everything is recording. Okay. Alright, so having done that, go to the right hand, 3 black keys. All the way up, all the way down, and do it at your pace. Do it slowly since you're just learning, okay? Don't do it as quick as I'm doing it. Do it slowly. So I'm going to slow it down just to make sure that you can catch up. And remember, because this is a video, you can rewind this as many times as you need to go over the information, okay? All right, so that was playing it simultaneously, playing it together, everything at the same time. Now you can separate them, play them consecutively. So let's say for the 2 black keys, we'll start with the right hand again. Finger 2 on this black key, finger 3, finger 2 on this black key, finger 3, finger 2 on this black key, finger 3, finger 2 on that black key, finger 3. I'm not sure if you can see it, but you'll see it when I come back down. So 3 and 2, we're going to do it in the opposite direction. 3 and then 2, 3 and then 2, 3 and then 2, 3 and then 2, 3 and then 2. This is just my right hand. 3 and then 2. And then my right hand, I'm stretching 3 and then 2. All right. Left hand, starting 2, 3 in the left hand, and then 2. So when we go up, when we ascend is going up. When we move to the right of the keyboard, we are ascending, we're going up. And so the sound, the pitch, the highness or lowness of a sound, it goes higher as we move to the right side of the piano. When we move to the left side of the piano or keyboard, we are descending. So the sound moves from high and gets lower and lower, 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 until it gets very low and deep. Okay? So this is low, deep in the bass section of the piano. So that's fingers 3 and 2, 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 fingers 3 and 2. Let's descend. I'm not going to go to the other one because I don't think you're going to see it. Well, let me just do it since I've been doing it anyway. As I said, your piano might be, or keyboard might be smaller than mine. You might have what's called a 5-octave keyboard, which means that it's 61 keys. Okay, 5 octaves plus 1. Okay. So now we're doing the opposite. We're doing 2 and then 3 in the left hand, 2 and then 3, 2 and then 3, 2 and then 3, 2 and then 3, 2 and then 3. So that's a very good starting point. Once you know that, then what I would ask you to do is to practice doing this. You're going to get to the point now where you're able to, first you're going to look to see where everything is. Remember that we've got 2 white keys that separates the 2 black keys from the 3 black keys on either side of the keyboard. So on either side of the 2 black keys, there are two white keys, 2 white keys that separates the 2 black keys from the 3 black keys. So these are the 2 white keys, then 2 black keys. These are the 2 white keys, then 3 black keys. These are the 2 white keys, then the 2 black keys. These are the 2 white keys, then 3 black keys. 2 white keys, then 3 white keys. And that actually sounds like a composition. I guess when you get a little bit more advanced, you could do that. Okay, so all I did is very easy. I did this 2 times and 3 times, and then I used fingers 2 and 3 and played these 2 notes simultaneously or together. And then I used the left hand again, went to the other 2 notes. I played this 3 times. And then use the right hand to play the 3 black keys together or simultaneously. And then I went back again to the next section, 2, 3. Okay, that's the 2 black keys again. And finally, 2 white keys 2 times, the 3rd time, then 3 black keys. And then all you have to do is do it from the lowest section or wherever you like. Just do it slowly. Ta da ta da ta da. Ah, 2, 3. Ta da ta da ta da. Ah, 2, 3. Or ta te ta te ta te ta. 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 And then of course you descend, so you can start from probably here, maybe switch hands. Yeah, so let's do fingers 3 and 2, so we're doing it in the opposite direction. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So let me do it slowly. 1, 2, 3. Then the left hand plays the 3 black keys. 2, 3. Right hand takes over the 2 white keys again. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And there you have it. So once you're able to do that, that will actually teach you where to find the 2 black keys, the 3 black keys, the 2 black keys. You want to get to the level now where you practice with your eyes closed, because you'd have known visually where to find these black keys in relation to the white keys. And so you open your eyes, look, put your fingers number 2 on the right hand and number 3 on the 2 black keys. Then close your eyes, and you can use either your thumb to feel in between to find the space, the wider space of the 2 white keys, or you can use your index finger to feel the wider space. So 2 black keys, feeling, then 3 black keys, feeling, 2 black keys. So I'm not looking, my eyes are closed. 3 black keys, feeling, whether you want to use your thumb or your index finger, right? I prefer the thumb, or sometimes I use the index finger, but you should basically become very sensitive where all the fingers knows what the extra space is of the 2 white keys, okay? And then coming back down, you do the same thing. 3 black keys, 2 black keys, 3 black keys, 2 black keys, 3 black keys. I'm doing it slowly. 3 black keys, 2 black keys. The same approach with the left hand. So let's say you find your 2 black keys. So I can feel, I'm not even going to look. 2 black keys. I can use my thumb here because I'm going up to find the next one, which is 3 black keys, 2 black keys, 3 black keys, 2 black keys, 3 black keys, etc. Coming back down, same thing, 2 black keys, down to 3 black keys, feel for it, 2 black keys, feel for it, 3 black keys, feel for it, 2 black keys, feel for it, 3 black keys, 2 black keys. Let me just do one more, and then last one here. All right, so that's a really great exercise for you to do to help you to become very connected and very familiar with your keyboard. Just keep doing that, okay? Just keep practicing slowly, become connected. And then once you're connected with that and you understand what to do, then you can skip the 3 black keys. So you could do 2 black keys, skip the 3 black keys, go to the next 2 black keys, skip the 3 black keys, go to the next 2 black keys. So just 2 black keys is what we're focusing on. Just focus on the 2 black keys. Yes, that's the left hand that I'm using. Yeah. And then you'll get very familiar, you'll get very sensitized to what's going on, and you'll be able to feel it using my right hand. Well, let me just finish with the left hand to do 3 black keys. So 3 black keys, 3 black keys only, 3 black keys only, 3 black keys. So I'm feeling, if you notice, I'm just going through, coming back down, so I can tell, 3 black keys, 3 black keys, 3 black keys. Same thing with the right hand, 2 black keys first, 2 black keys first, 2 black keys first, 2 black keys first. I'm feeling 2 black keys descending, coming down from high. Oops, I cheated. 2 black keys, no cheating. 2 black keys, no cheating. 2 black keys, 2 black keys, 2 black keys. Okay, and then 3 black keys. 3 black keys in the low section, the left part of the piano or keyboard. 3 black keys coming up to the middle part of the keyboard. 3 black keys, I'm getting higher. And then I'm not going to be able to go that high. Oh, I did it. Ooh. Well, now I definitely can't go up there, so it's higher than that. But anyway, you get the point. So coming back down. 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 Okay, so I've given you a lot of work to do for today. I want you to practice that. Okay, next lesson, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to give you some exercises where you're going to play those 2 black keys using both fingers of the right hand and left hand. Finger number 2 is going to play this black key. Finger number 3 is going to play this black key. Finger number 2 will play this. Finger number 3 will play this. Finger number 4 will play this. Okay, so you learn to associate these fingers with these keys. Finger 2 and finger 3 with that key. Finger 2, finger 3, finger 4 on this key. Same thing, finger 2, finger 3, finger 2, finger 3, finger 4. And there's actually a piece that we call 2 black cats, which I will share that with you in the next lesson. Okay, all you have to do is look at the fingers. Okay, finger number 2, finger number 3, they will write the word 2 black cats, and they'll put the different fingers, and you just match the fingers to the words. That's all you have to do. That's in the next lesson. All right, so with the left hand, finger number 3 on here, finger number 2 on here, finger number 4 on the 3 black keys, finger number 4, finger number 3, finger number 2, and of course, if you reverse it, it's going to be 2 right there, 3 right there, 4 right here, and of course, back to the 2 black keys, 2 right there, 3 right there. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this little presentation, and I will see you in the next lesson. Okay, this is Ozou'ne Sundalyah, otherwise known as Mr. O, signing out. Love, peace, and many blessings. Keep practicing. Ah.